Good day, I am Mr. Ngwenya. I just want to help my friends on an exercise that we were given on our last session. On the exercise, we were to create a spreadsheet, then calculate the values using formulas. The first one, we were supposed to get commission, property, which is property sold times percentage, then stipend added on this. You first have to get the commission percentage first and then add the stipend. Okay. The commission percentage and the stipend are not in the first table. What we need to do, the commission percentage is going to be calculated, or it's going to be derived from this table using a VLOOKUP. And then for the stipend is supposed to be from an if statement. Okay. The first thing to do is to know to get the values in your second table to be assorted in an ascending order. I've already done that. And then if in a VLOOKUP, two tables are compared using a field or column that is on both tables. In this case, we've got property sold this side and then property sold to this side, which is this field can be used to connect the two tables. Okay. We call that field a lookup value. And then we just have to click here to get the commission percentage first, then the stipend. After getting the two, we are then going to say property sold times commission percentage. We get a value. After that, we then add the stipend on it. Okay. Then we're supposed to go to f of x, and then let us start with the commission percentage. We use a lookup value. We just lookup function. You just have to click the lookup value. In this case is thus, that is B2, and then the array table is the second table. When we highlight the second table, we don't highlight the columns like this. We just have to highlight the values. And then for column index, this is 1 and 2. We want to substitute by the second one. Then we're going to say 2. For VLOOKUP, we normally put false when we want the exact value. But for this, it is working with the range. We are going to omit this one. Going to leave it blank and then go OK. Now we have a function that gets the commission percentage from the second table. But notice something. When we apply this to the other cells, it tends to give strange things. Why? Simply because as Excel is replicating the formula, these values or these range is always going down. Before applying that, we need to lock it. We need to lock it. How can we lock it? Which part do we need to lock? It is, the color code can clearly show us we need to lock the red part, and then we just have to click here in between the column and the row. The column is symbolized by the letters, that is column A, row 9. Just click in between it and then press F4 from the keyboard. Click here and then press F4 from the keyboard and then say enter. And then when we replicate it, now this is locked. It's not supposed to change, and then that's fine. We just need this and then we copy this. We need to store it somewhere because we are going to need it later. I'm going to use Notepad and then put here. This one is for commission, and I'll just say com, and then now we need to find the stipend value. In the stipend value, we are going to use an if statement. Okay, we are told that if it's Bongani, we're supposed to put 2,000. If it's Ntokozo, we're supposed to put 5,000. If it's Busisiwe, we're supposed to put 3,000. And lastly, we're supposed to put 6,000 for Tsepo. In this case, we've got 4 conditions. Therefore, we are going to have 3 if statements because the last one will automatically assume the false part, which means we are going to test for 3 of these people, and then the last one is going to assume the last part, and then we are going to use an if statement. You just have to go here like they've said. You just have to go for Bongani 2,000, for Ntokozo 5,000, for Busisiwe 3,000, and for Tsepo 6,000. Okay. Then we go to function, and then if A2 is equal to Bongani is equal to speech mark Bongani. Spelling is very, very important in this exercise. And then what do? We are going to say 2,000. We are going to put X here. We are going to be playing around with the X for testing for the other people. Okay, just go to equal, and then now to test for the next one, just have to highlight from the last speech mark to this one, and then type if. Then it shows this thing. You just have to double click on if, and then go to function, and then we test for the next person. If A2 now is equal to Ntokozo. Spelling is very important. And then for Ntokozo, we return 5,000. And then put an X. And then now it shows us an error message. This error message shows that we opened more brackets, but we didn't close them all. And then we go to say yes, it is going to close for us. And then we are going to do the last if, double click, and then function. We test now A2 now can be equal speech mark Busisiwe, and then close the speech mark. Okay, for Busisiwe, we are going to say, we are going to say 3,000. And then for the last one, Tsepo, we are not going to test for Tsepo. Tsepo is going to automatically assume the last part. And then we say 6,000. Notice another thing. We've been testing using A. We must test using the same cell for all the people. We just have to go okay, and then it shows us we didn't close one of the brackets, and then say yes, it is going to close for us. For the rest, you just have to double click here, and then it shows. And then if you can cross check for Bongani now, 2,000 is shown. For Tsepo, 6,000. There we go. Then this is working fine. And then now we just go to copy this thing, cut or copy, and then put it here. This is our stipend function. stipend. And then now, from here, they said property sold times commission, then add stipend. Okay, it is very important to work with brackets. I'm going to say, let me clear this first. We're going to say equal, open brackets, this times commission. Let us got the formula for commission. This is the formula. Copy, and then you just have to asterisk is for time, and then close the bracket, plus stipend. This is the formula for stipend. You just have to copy it, and then come here and paste it. Okay, and then tick, and then tick. There we go. We've got our value which has been calculated. For the rest, we just have to double click. Okay. The second question says income tax is equal to commission times tax percentage. Use if. Okay. But we must use if for this one. The tax percentage is 20% if commission is 30 or more, 30,000. The 15% if commission is 20,000 or more, and less than 30. 12% if the commission is 10,000 or more and less than 20,000. 10% for all commission less than 10,000. Okay, we are going to use an if statement. For this one, we are just going to say, come click here. If we've got how many? We've got how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 4 conditions, and therefore we are expecting to have 3 ifs. And then we're going to click here. If, and then we say if logical test, if this is equal to or greater than 30,000, what do we do? If is greater than 30,000, what do we do? We say this times, we said 20%. You just have to type 20% over the equal, greater or equal, okay? Greater or equal to 30, okay? And then we put x, and then we going to be playing around with the x, and then for here we say if we test the next, and then so if this now is equal to, okay, now for 20,000, then what do? We say commission times 15%, and then put our x here, and then say okay, saying we didn't all close one of the bracket, and then say okay, it's closing for us, and then we say our last if, double click, and then fx, we just have click on function, and then now if now greater than 10,000, 10,000. What do we do? We say this multiplied by how many? 12%. And then for the last one, we just have to say this times 10%, because it assumes the last part 10%. So okay, yes, there we go, there we go, there we go. And then we're done with this 5 marks. Net commission is equal to commission minus income. Okay, just click here. Net commission, this is equal to commission less income. Tick. Okay, double click and apply for the rest. Then now, how many properties cost 25,000 or more? Okay, just have to come here. We shall say we only count when it is 25 or more. The count if function is the right one. Count if, we say where do we draw from properties from year to year, that's the range. Criteria, we say more than 25 million. They say more than 25 million. There's a missing zero here. 25 million. Okay. They say 2, but they said equal or less than. Okay. Now it's fine. It's equal 25 or more. Huh? No, they said 25 or more. This sign is wrong. It's supposed to say 25 or more. Okay, now it's fine. Okay, for total net income, what is the total net income for sales associated whose names begin with an F? We only add when their names begin with a B. Just have to click here. We sum if. Okay, so we're summing things when there is a certain condition. The range, we look, this is the range we're supposed to look from year to year using the criteria B asterisk. The asterisk means everything that comes before B, after B. Okay, it's B and everything. And then which range? So sum range, this is the sum range. Okay, and then we go again. Okay, the total, what is the total income? Income, not total income. This is the income column. You just have to click here, and then function, this is the sum function, okay, which is the range, say from here to here, and then okay, that's the total income. And the highest commission amount we're using, you want the maximum, you want to use the max function, and then where income now the highest commission amount. Oh, it's the commission amount, not the income. The commission, not net income. Commission, not net commission. It's commission. Okay. Okay. And then last part. Insert a well-labeled clustered column chart indicating the commission, income text, net commission for each sales. say in commission, income tax, and net commission. Okay, we're leaving out property, and then we say these three, and then press Control, and then highlight like this, leaving out this one. Okay, and then go to Insert Chart. When you go on top of the chart, this one is clearly stated it's a clustered chart. This one is a stacked column because they say a cluster. Okay, bar chart, and just say okay. There we go. You have it. And then now it doesn't look nice. We can change the layout. You can go to quick layout and then choose the one. I think this one is perfect. Just have to there's a problem with my section. Okay, there's a problem. It's this plus this. Okay, and then you say this is fine, and then we go to quick parts, and then we'll go for this one. Okay, why is it showing Bongani here? Why is it putting Bongani here? There is a problem. They're supposed to highlight like this, and then this. Okay, and then we say insert plus that one. Okay, and then from here we go to quick parts, and then I think this is the rightful one. Okay, and then just have to put the rightful heading for this one. I think properties can be fine. Sales pro it is, and then here it's, I think we can say put amount in brackets are in rands. Okay, we can say here who are these. They are just sales associate sales associates. Okay, our pie chart has got all the components. It has got the title, the legends, the axis, and it's clearly stated everything. But there is something missing here. These values are currency. In currency, just have to highlight here, go to general, click on the drop down, more format, and then you just go to currency and look for rands. Now is in dollars. Rands, I think rands down, rands down somewhere. Let me just say English rands. Okay, and then for the rest you just have to use this feature, format painter, double click on this. This is currency. Okay, we have seen it. This changing to slashes. The slash means this column is not wide enough. Just have to stretch. Okay, I think. Okay, we also have this. This is in white brush, and then brush here. It's in currency, and then there we go. Thank you for listening. I think we have touched on almost all the features and components, and then thank you. I think that's fine. I think everything is in place with all this, the highest value and everything. Okay. Thank you for listening. I hope you will understand this.